Have you ever pondered what transpires when tradition confronts innovation? Allow me, Grandpa Norman, a wise old bear, to share an intriguing anecdote of my grandcubs, the panther twins, Skyler and Ari. In our verdant land where crystal-clear rivers flow and treetops brush the clouds, one day, my observant eyes noticed something intriguing. Skyler, the ever-evolving young panther, approached me, her eyes glowing like embers with an unasked question. She spoke, her voice betraying effort to conceal her irritation. "Grandpa, I'm troubled. I envision our annual feast filled with more color, more merriment. However, Ari, my twin, remains firmly rooted in our customs. How can I help her embrace this fresh perspective?" Ah, the dilemma of youth, I mused, wondering how best to guide my curious grandcub. Seated by the edge of the forest, I, Grandpa Norman, older and wiser than the tallest tree around, beckoned Skyler to join me. In my deep resonating voice, I voiced my thoughts. "Skyler, my dear, I have seen life change like a gust of spring wind, shaking the leaves and bringing new life. Yet I have also found solace in the familiar, in the knowledge of the past, in the traditions we hold dear." Skyler's confusion was tangible as she pondered, "But Grandpa, if we only hold on to the old, how will we ever grow? How will we ever experience new joys?" I nodded, completely understanding her conundrum. "Indeed, my dear, I often question, is there a way to intertwine the old with the new, to preserve our traditions whilst also welcoming change?" Watching Skyler, I could see a spark of my wisdom in her actions. She sought out her sister Ari, and I watched with pride as they found a way to unify their diverse ideas. What they created was a feast that warmed the heart with its familiarity, yet thrilled with its novelty. That year, the feast was a sight to behold, perfect blend of timeless tradition and fresh innovation. It made an old man like me proud to see my granddaughter carrying forward our legacy in such a brilliant way. So, here's what I've learned from watching Skyler and Ari, my dear companions. Tradition and innovation aren't necessarily rivals. They can instead waltz together, something extraordinary. From my vantage point, I've seen the beauty in paying respects to the past while also welcoming the beat of the future with open arms. So heed my words in this grand ballroom we call life. Let's not forget our old steps, even as we learn new ones.
Thank you for listening to the Grandpa Norman short story today. My name is Chad Motice. I am the author of the Grandpa Norman and the North Hill Gang short story and children's book series. The first full-length children's book, Grandpa Norman and the North Hill Gang Chocolate Thoughts, is out. The link is in the bio. Please look to follow us as more material is going to be put out, more great stories for youth about inclusion and learnings and great morals for adults and youth alike. My name is Chad Motice. Thank you for your support and continue to hope to see you around town.